Shyamsundar. Shyamsundar, first, congratulations on your PMP
Yeah,
certification.
yeah, thank you, Shri.
All right,
So,
good.
yeah,
Mm,
um, so I am from actually May 2024 batch. So it took
mm,
long enough for me to complete this certification
mm.
because I was about to complete this in the last year itself, but all of a sudden we got an urgent product release. So I could not pursue the reading and the preparation. And my the last date for the exam was in September, like today. So I wanted to complete before that. So I started from August, just two months of vigorous preparation, like
Wow.
2 days, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the night, like that I was going doing. So mainly the tips which I would suggest is basically, so whenever we go through a chapter,
Mm,
what I do is I do not straight away start reading the chapter. So I basically like first I go into the chapters and I note down all the subheadings of that particular chapter.
mm,
So if I do that, I get a larger picture of what is being discussed in that chapter, what is being explained in that chapter. So
mhm.
that gives me a very good overview, and when I go into it, I easily understand the chapter. And one more thing is that uh, uh, whenever I start reading the chapters, I also see your training videos in parallel. I do not only rely on studying the books all along. So
Mhm.
I used to read the books for 2 3 days. The next 2 days I would see your videos
Ah,
because your videos are structured in a very, I mean, very neatly, very perfectly structured in a way that the whole chapter is being explained in maybe 2 3 hours. So which is important, how the concept has to be understood. So
mm.
that is where your video is structured. So it was very, very useful for me. By doing it parallel, I was able to complete the chapters faster and with a good understanding as well. So that
Okay.
is, as we say in Agile, correctness and speed. I was able to achieve by seeing your videos and reading the book in parallel.
God, man, you became our brand ambassador now.
Yeah, not like that, but I really felt it effective, Shri, because you might be knowing that like we have mainly we say 6 constraints in project, and among that, risk is one of the longest chapter. Risk
Mm,
and schedule are the longest chapters. You
mm.
wouldn't believe me, I completed the risk chapter in just 2 days because
Ah,
I read the book and I watched a video in parallel.
okay.
Your video gave me a larger understanding of how the risk is being handled in the project, and the
Mm,
book gave me a detailed understanding. So I was able to grasp the concepts very clearly and very fast as well. So
very good.
I
That's
would
a
such yeah.
useful tip. Useful tip. That's a useful tip, Shyam Sundar, because people are sometimes struggling that they're reading the book, but still they're not getting the hold of it. So point is
Yeah,
go parallel.
yeah, go parallel because whenever
Okay.
we start going into the book and we start reading, sometimes the subject feels dry, sometimes it feels vague as well. Because I particularly, Sri, I don't have an experience as working as a project manager.
Uh-huh.
I've never worked as a project manager. I'm still now a senior engineer looking
Mhm.
to upgrade my career to a project manager.
Mhm. Okay.
So I've never worked as a project manager. So
Got you. Got you.
many things I do not have a hands-on experience. So
I
it was
understand.
slightly difficult for me to read the book and understand.
Okay.
I'm not a great reader as well, but I'm a decent listener. If someone explains a concept, I can
Okay.
understand it very well rather than reading it from a book.
Nice, nice. I think you have a good, happy family when you have a good listening skill. Your spouse
Ye-
knows that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that is one thing. And the
Okay.
second tip, sorry to cut short you on that. Second
Nice.
tip is that once we start taking up the mock exams,
Mm,
so the questions we got it wrong,
mm,
we have to definitely look into those questions where we got into wrong. Either it's a conceptual clarity or a mindset difference between what is PMI is expecting and what we are thinking.
mm,
And on those kind of things, we have to retrospect the wrong answers. If you
mm,
are not doing that, we will not identify the gaps which in our preparation at all. There is
mm.
so I would highly encourage anyone taking up the mock exams to retrospect the wrong answers.
Okay.
I would go a step higher and say it is a must to do it because uh, I took 3 mock exams.
Mm,
First mock exam I got 60. I
mm,
was pretty happy because after a year long period, I'm taking a mock exam, I'm preparing and taking exam. I got 60. Okay, I've done decently because I took the mock exam only to identify how well I am prepared.
mm, mm.
Then on the second mock exam, I did not review the wrong answers properly. So again, I ended up at 60.
Oh.
Third mock exam, so I got 75 questions wrong. So 15 questions per day, 5 days. I took all the wrong answers. I reviewed it at least twice.
Hmm.
And the third mock exam, I got 70.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I was able to answer 20 plus questions correct after reviewing the wrong answers. So I feel it's a good number actually.
All right. That's sure, it's a good number. One
Yeah.
question. What do you mean by review? What do you do there?
So I go into the explanation, Shri, what the ShriLearning says, and also if I am completely not aware of that concept, I would go into the books and read those concepts.
Hmm.
And there were some mindset differences. I felt there was a question. It felt I felt it's right,
Hmm.
but the explanation said it in a different way. So the explanation gives us the PMI mindset, and it's not what our experience actually.
Okay. Okay. That's a good point. I think
Yeah,
I like the way you said that. Reading is pretty important. On
yeah,
top of that, while practice exam, analyzing the questions are more important.
yeah.
And
That is even more important, is what I would
important.
say.
Yeah, you're saying it's a must. It's a must to
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good. That's a good. But again, one thing, Sham, people are not really confident. Am I ready to go for exam? Okay, that question is keep running within them. They take a 60 question exam. They take 40 question exam. Some are scoring 65%. Some score 60%. They are they couldn't decide. Am I ready for the exam? So what is the state they can think themselves they are ready for the exam?
So yeah, what I felt is, so all the 40 questions and 60 questions I got around that range only, Steve, somewhere
Mm,
around
mm,
60 or 65.
mm,
So I got confidence on the final mock exams when I got 70. So
mhm.
even I was in a mindset, okay, if I'm not getting enough scores, let me reschedule the exam. But when I got 70, but
Okay.
I was confident. Mainly, I said I would reiterate the thing that we have to look into the review the wrong answers. So once we do it, so we could get the confidence that, okay,
Okay.
we have prepared well and we have identified our gaps in the preparation and we have closed the gaps.
Nice to know.
So,
Nice to know.
so reviewing the wrong answers, and
Mm,
so before coming to the marks, the 2 months of preparation is definitely required.
mm,
If you're a very good reader, it's up to them. But in general, I feel at least 2 months of preparation, 2 hours per day, is
mm.
required to cover the most of the content.
Okay. I
Yeah,
see your point. I see your point. If you want to recommend which book you felt more good for you.
I followed only Rita book, Shri. So I had a Rita 10th edition, sorry, 11th edition I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go through those books. And
Mm.
whenever I required, I looked into Agile practice guide. So
Okay.
very rarely, not regularly,
Mm.
because when I joined the class, in some of the classes, I used to ask you, so Shri, should I go into Agile practice guide fully or not required, something like that. Then you told majority of the concept is covered in Rita 11, and Agile
Yep.
practice guide is like a snacks, you told me. So whenever you required, you can take snacks, something like that you told.
Okay.
I
Okay.
still remember that. So
Okay.
whenever I could not understand the explanation better or any concepts better, I would go into Agile book.
Okay. Good.
Predominantly, I looked into Rita 11.
Super good, Sham. That's a really good thing. Little about, I believe your family supported a lot behind you. We should give a
Yeah,
credit to them as well.
definitely. So my parents, my wife, mainly
Mm.
my wife actually. So she
Mhm.
was constantly asking me over the last year, when are you going to take up the exam? When are you going to study? So she was pushing me all along. And on the final day, so I went to my sister's house to take the exam. So my sister also made me
Good,
some
good,
snacks
good.
and all those kind of things for the exam. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so as a
Okay.
family, collectively, they helped me to clear this exam.
Cool, man. That's a collaborative effort. I
Yeah,
believe you manage the stakeholder very well.
yeah,
Great. Great to know, Sham. First, a good wishes, Sham, and I'm appreciating that you are very consistent, you're disciplined on what
yeah,
you do.
yeah.
That's more
So
important.
before you move on, Sri, just two things I wanted to say, like what I could have done better so that
Mm.
it's useful for someone. So whenever you take up the classes, you finish the course from ShriLearning, please try to take up.
Oh, Sham, you lost your mic. Uh,
Yeah,
yep. Now
can you
you're
hear
good.
me? Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'll
you're audible.
finish it fast. So two things,
Mm-hmm.
Sri.
Mm-hmm.
One is like whenever you complete the courses from ShriLearning, try to take up the exam within 3 to 5 months. So if you cross the 5 months, you'll start losing the touch of the content. And
Mm,
it's very difficult to come back to the content, start from the beginning and to complete the reading, because I felt that difficulty.
mm.
That is one thing. And if you're reading the books and if you're getting ready for the exam, once you come for the once when you start writing the mock exam, only at that time you pay the exam fee. Before that, don't pay the exam fee, because I got into that pressure as well. Before starting the mock, I paid the fee. So within short amount of time, I have to finish the mocks and I have to review the answers. Those kind of
Yeah, yeah.
pressure I got into. Yeah,
Good point. The third point is even if you pay the fee, don't tell to your spouse.
yeah,
Yeah.
possibly.
Then you have a tough time, huh? Man, go and take the exam. Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
How
okay.
about like me? I'm attempting for chapter wise exam, but I'm not crossing 5 marks above uh, in 10 questions or 15 questions.
yeah. So
I took around 12 times, like in that 2 times I got 7, remaining all are 4, 5. I am, as you told, I'm reviewing. I don't know where I'm lacking actually. I'm unable to identify. Do I need to go back to book again or my mindset problem? I really cannot understand actually. Almost 12 above times I have took one chapter. Integration only I have completed. On that chapter only, I was literally surprised. I'm reviewing, but why I'm not getting?
okay.
4 only, 5 only I'm getting. Not at all crossing it. Hardly, only 2 times I got 7. So
Yeah,
what suggestion you
even I
have for?
didn't get 7 actually. I got only 6 actually. Maximum my scores was 6. I did not get beyond that. But like Shri used to iterate this when I was taking the class. In general, ShriLearning questions are a bit tougher than the actual questions. Even at least I felt it that way, because the mock exam which I took, it was slightly tougher than the original exam. Original exam was even moderate, is what I would say. So if you're getting 6 or 7 in the chapter-wise questions, it's highly enough, is what I would say. You need not to worry about that much. So you can go study the concepts well and take up the mocks exam. And if you're attaining the pass score, that should be enough. You need not to. It's good that you're trying to reach the maximum, but you need not to stretch much on that. Is what I would say.
Okay. Good to add on that part. Namita, a question. You are taking integration test. That's good. How much book reading is completed for you? 50%, 60%, 80%? Where are you?
You're
Your
asking about the book, Rita book.
book reading, full reading, subject reading.
Not full reading. Integration from the starting. 100 pages I have completed in the starting.
Okay. See, integration management is as a whole. Integration management is an orchestra. There is an orchestra happening in the city, music program is happening. And you are standing in the center stage to make this orchestra happening. If you don't know what all departments make this music program happen, you are standing in the center stage and telling that I'm answering, it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. How it will happen? If you
I
don't
mean,
go and
how
see all the
come
departments,
chapter wise
if you
questions?
have
I thought chapter wise questions may be based on
not
only
like that,
the.
not like that. But keep in mind, we are not doing Indian education system, school and college. We are doing US based model. You have to have a proper depth of understanding on the subject, not mark in the initial stage. Initial stage, you have to take time to go and see, oh, this is a guitar department, this is drums department, and this is a department they do all the CDs and music system, and this is a place audience will sit. This is how it look like. You have to get the 360-degree view. Then only you'll start working. It's a bit different than Asia or India-based education system. You read, 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 get score 99.9. That will not work in this model, unfortunately. We have to get the essence of the subject. For that reason, we have to spend a little more time on reading, like Sham said, review the questions, see the gap, go and read in the book, and then get the understanding. So answering you, don't worry about it. The scores are fine, but don't be too much on the scores. That's not needed here. Okay, I'll come to this later. Let's cover Sham and then come to back to you. Thanks, Sham, for giving those points. Sham, any other points you want to share with the people if we missed to listen to you?
Uh, that's it, I think, Shri.
Okay,
I
good.
covered majorly, so I
Okay,
covered whatever I thought actually. Yeah.
fantastic, fantastic. Good. First, thanks a lot, Sham, for coming up here and sharing your valuable points. I really like the point of reviewing the questions. I really like the point of reading parallelly by listening the video also.
Yeah.
That's also more important.
Yes.
Super good. That's a sham for a PMP certification.